Out of the top 100 songs on the radio, who wrote the majority of the music? Did you know that the majority of the songs in the pop realm were made, in the last 20, 30 years even, were made by one man?
That's crazy.
Use one man to do their lyrics and to do their music.
So they ghostwriter.
Yeah, so a ghostwriter. They go to this guy and say, "Hey, I don't have a song, but I can sing really well. Can you help me?" And he's like, "Yeah, write this or sing this and do this, and you'll be amazed." In fact, we're gonna find out even though he's not well known, he has the majority of the top #1 hits.
You have entertainers and you have artists. Yeah. The artists are the ones who are actually creating the music. The entertainers sing it. They're the face, the personality.
Right. Yeah. Just because you can write the music, I guess you wouldn't be a good front man.
He's like in the credits on the very bottom of of the song. Throughout this time that he's been doing this, he's had songs on the radio that are in the top 10. Sometimes 5 of them at a time.
Wow. In the top 10. But with him writing for all these different people, that's 5 different styles, 5 different personalities, 5 different genres maybe. Wow.
Best known to work with Katy Perry, Britney Spears, Kelly Clarkson, Pinks, Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, Maroon 5, Coldplay, Avril Lavigne, Usher, Lady Gaga, Kesha, Celine Dion, Christina Aguilera, Simple Plan, Jennifer Lopez, Demi Lovato, Justin Timberlake, Adele, Bon Jovi. He is not the top artist that has written something. Only 2 people that are above him. So it's Paul McCartney and John Lennon. You know a little bit about the Beatles, right? Now, their music, in fact, on their albums, they do a lot of occult.
That's right.
They had Aleister Crowley in one of their album covers, the Sgt. Pepper's Band.
The one below him is also a well-known singer, is Mariah Carey. She writes a lot of her own music. But this guy writes the music for everybody else. Wow. Isn't that strange? This kind of shows you, this next clip kind of shows you just how much he is involved.
Max, you truly are the heart and soul of the Backstreet Boys.
Tonight we heard a song called As Long As You Love Me. It has one of Max's favorites. Wrote the song, produced it. He's like, "Hey, go sing this, go sing this, go sing this." Okay. And so we did.
He tells all these artists how to sing. You know how much control this guy has?
Him and Taylor Swift work very close together. He wouldn't allow her to write her own songs.
If this guy is literally getting ideas from a spiritual source, and he's like, no, we're going to go with my idea. Like, you can't be in control of your own idea here. That's crazy.
Yeah. I wanted to know exactly, what does he believe? Where is he going with all this? This is what he said. Key to producing a punchier sound was to wrap it in a greater spiritual understanding.
Sometimes a song becomes more than just a song.
Kan man påverka på något sätt? Alltså populärkulturen, jag kanske stöta till den lite grann, alltså när den så att säga blir mer än en låt. Är alltid, det är liksom det är den största grejen.
I went further into this and I thought, you know what, I need to find out how he makes this music. Because if Santana says that he's making it through a fax machine, basically a human fax machine, coming and talking with the angels, I can't believe he called them angels. I think that blows my mind. But let's see what this guy says, because I think he's a little more subtle in how he approaches it. This is what he said.
Can you tell us about making this song?
I was going to bed and this melody of the chorus sort of started, you know, coming in, but I was really tired, and I was lying there trying to motivate myself to get out of bed and record this thing, because I had a feeling it was good, and I recorded it, and then I say like, hit me baby one more time, and I was like, and then I hear myself say, yeah, it's pretty good.
This record, Baby One More Time by the great Britney Spears, was actually #1 in every single country on the planet it was released. So
not only is he receiving the lyrics, but he's also providing the melody, the whole kit and caboodle. I mean, everything from, hey, an artist would often say, the thing I learned the most by working with this guy is it's how I'm pronouncing the words and how I'm putting the words and the different syllables in the certain places. And so he's not only saying, hey, I want you to sing it this tone, I want you to sing it with these lyrics, but he's also saying, this is how I want you to say it. So for what I think is happening here, he hears it in his head.
Okay, do you know what Baby Hit Me One More Time says backwards? So that's interesting to me.
Did he
if he's
receive that?
very specific with you need to hit this syllable on this thing.
Not only is he writing the song lyrics, he's writing the music to it, but he's also giving them symbolism. Because the people that he works with, and we're going to see this just in a second, have these symbolisms as a part of their religion. So you see all the symbology as from just the ancient Egypt symbology in this. Constant use of the horse.
Centaur.
The centaur, when you have the half human, half horse thingy. It's interesting because what does this have to do with music? What does this have to do with the song? Why is the constant use of the horse in here? Yeah. And now, what is going on her shirt and on the leg of the horse? What is that?
That's the Egyptian Ankh.
Ankh, yeah.
I got to a place in my career, we sold out 10,000 people at Jones Beach. I mean, it was like the height of everything for me, and it was right around the time I figured out how my Live Nation contract worked. And it was right around the time I figured out how my record deal actually worked.
And how did that make you feel?
It was like panic attacks. It was like, oh my gosh, if A plus B equals C, I'm never gonna pay this back. I'm gonna be on the road 11 months a year just trying to pay back. Live Nation, they're getting everybody coming 12 ways, 12 times a Tuesday.
Are you with Live Nation?
No, I paid myself out of the deal. And then I had to pay 25% extra on what they advanced me. When you figure that out on the road and you're thinking, man, why did we buy 300 rolls of toilet paper? Why do we have to spend this much on catering every day? Wait a second, what? In my contract it says,
because it's not their money,
you gotta spend this much on catering and it comes out of my pocket?
Yeah.
But then I have to pay in advance back? And by the way, the advance that you have to give me is only on hard ticket sales. So the concept's called peanuts, parking, and alcohol. When I sell out 10,000 people at Jones Beach, the person who buys a $20 hot dog, I don't see a dime of that. The person who buys $40 for parking, I don't see a dime of that. And the person who buys $20 vodka and Red Bull, I don't see a dime of that. And then you advance me $1 million and tell me I'm rich, to then find out that you're making $4 million a night. It takes me 36 shows to pay back the $1 million you advanced me.
It's a loan.
It's a fake loan.
It's a fake loan that it's like, we're gonna give you a loan so you can make our money off of your creation.
And then it hit me, oh my gosh, they own all the venues. It's a monopoly. So then now they just want my body in this room so they can sell food and alcohol. So then they're gonna make tons of money. And then they got me like schlepping around the United States talking about, I wanna be famous. So when you figure that out, Joe Schmo pays $20.
Did you say so guarded within your career?
This is what I did. I said, no, I'm good. Thank you. No, thank you. Okay, so sometimes that doesn't translate as far as what you are allowed to have, what you have access to. You will be blackballed. You will be talked about. You will be shitted on. You will be rumored about. But you have to stand strong on what you don't care for. It's not that serious to me, you know, if I have to sell my soul. And people will still try to manipulate, you know, the perception of you, regardless. But as long as you can go to bed at night and look in the mirror and be happy and say, thank God, you know, I've been kept. I'm still solid on who I am as a person, you know. And I have people to take care of, so I don't have time to play games, time to be on drugs, time to be on alcohol, you know, trying to put a Band-Aid over stuff that I can't live with. So my best bet is to empower yourself, get educated, and try to make it happen. It may be a process, but no person deserves to have an ultimatum over them for fame or for glory, because it's not.
Every time you saw Taylor Swift on your TV at the Super Bowl, you were flashed with demonic hand gestures and an inverted cross. Because right next to her was this woman, Ice Spicy. The second she notices she's on TV, she does her hand gestures and shows her cross. I mean, you don't even have to be a conspiracy theorist for this one. Her friends are drinking, doing whatever, watching the game, and she does this. It just looks so forced. And for those of you saying it's not an upside down cross, Playboy Cardi literally posted it on his story. And in up close videos and photos of her, you can see she's clearly rocking it. After the Chiefs won, the President of the United States posted this on his Instagram saying, just like we drew it up in these red eyes. Kanye West was at the game wearing all black with a black mask with Jesus Christ in between his eyes. This is the biggest stage in the world. Everything on your TV is there for a reason, and we haven't even got to the commercials or the halftime show yet. They can continue to show us this imagery and try and normalize it, but I can promise you one thing, I will never stop exposing what is going on in this world.